Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to take you through how we did in our August budget, our first joint budget together. I know I had just done a video last week or the week before about just like some of the things personally that happened, like how we handled that first month, but I want to actually show you the numbers of like how things went in August. So if you're interested, make sure that you watch this video, like and comment down below if you would love to tell me something and give me any feedback on these videos. I would love that so much. And yeah, without further ado, let's look at the August budget. Okay, so as you can see here, my rent was paid $200. Ben's health insurance was paid. We didn't have to pay his disability insurance. Renter's insurance was paid. It was $26.92. I would love to pay that in full at some point, but right now that's just not in the cards. If you haven't watched our September budget, I will leave that link down below and then you can see why, but we're paying month to month right now. All these business expenses were the same as they always were. I did spend the full amount of my business expense. I did a Starbucks gift card for a giveaway and part of the shipping. I also put the rest of the shipping in my miscellaneous category because I was like trying to move things around. But I did a Starbucks gift card and like a big box of things that I loved for my chronically healing Instagram page. My chronically healing Instagram page, if you're interested, is for people living with chronic illness. I have a podcast where I interview different people living with chronic illness or taking care of their lifestyle in a very holistic way. And we hit a huge milestone on my podcast, so I did a giveaway for that and someone won it, which is how giveaways work. So that's where that money came in. Spent $0 on Netflix because that was paid through November with a gift card. Spent $92.34 on our car insurance. $83 on our internet. That will go down to $73 next month. It was just like we had to set up auto pay in the first month. You don't get the $10 off for some weird reason. And then my phone bill was $80. So that brought us into $2,950.24 of like fixed expenses. As you can see, some of these aren't exactly fixed, so I'm actually trying to figure out what is a little low here because as you can see, this is off by like $10. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Oh, I get it. It's because Ben didn't have to pay his disability insurance this month. I also forgot to tell you that our income was about $78 more than we were anticipating. So we were working with about $7,300 of income this month. Moving into debt. So this is kind of, I talked about it in my video, but this is kind of like where things went a little awry, that and variable expenses. Basically, the way that I budget versus the way that Ben budgets are very differently. I'm very strict in like specific and Ben doesn't budget. So we had to figure out how to like work through that together. One of the things that I've been really struggling with Ben is, and he knows all this, it's not like a thing, but is that I need the exact numbers that need to be put into the budget. It's really important. So that's something that we're working through right now. I also need to be able to like update his balance amounts. So I think that I'm just going to get logins to his some of his debts so that he also then doesn't have to worry about paying this stuff. Well, he wants to be very involved in budgeting and like seeing where the money is going. Or like I pay things in a very strategic manner depending on like when we're getting money and things like that. So it's something that I'll be taking over. So that's something that we learned in this month of budgeting together. But as you can see, a couple of these debt payments were a little bit over what they should have been. So this one was up by $18. This one was just $1 over. This one was just a few cents over. And then this one was like $2.50 over. So nothing crazy. Is like equaled like $20 that it was over, but still important to remember. Yeah, so that's kind of how that went. We spent $1,858.15 on debt. So that brings us to about $4,800 that we spent with total fixed expenses and debt. Then if we move on to variable expenses, I'm actually really proud of us. We stayed under our $700 grocery budget. This is not something that we have been great at. We tend to spend a lot of money on groceries, which to us is very important because we like to eat organic food. I've talked about this before. However, the only reason that that's low is because we were in Wisconsin for like 3 weekends. It's something that we have to be much more careful with moving forward, especially into September where things are extremely tight. Moving on, we spent $100 over our restaurant and coffee shop budget. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just like a couple, I think we went and got dinner like once or twice, and we had lunch plans with friends, things like that. So it did definitely go over budget, but it wasn't anything insane. So for my medications and supplements, I was under by about $26. Household, we were over by $77. So that's not surprising. We did move into this house in August. I thought that $100 was going to be enough in household supplies, but I was wrong. So that definitely was over this month. Ben's personal spending was under this month. My personal spending was exact this month. I bought like a curling wand, stickers, and a cake for my friend's birthday and a tanning mitt. So I was within that $55. We spent $80 on therapy this month. We're very lucky and have very great insurance. So we're only paying like a $10 to $20 copay. So yeah, that was 8 sessions that we got for $80. So that's amazing. That's my individual therapy and then couples therapy. My doctor appointment was $30. I don't know why, but for some reason my copay is more expensive at this doctor than it is at my other doctor, which I'm actually just realizing now this should be more because I went there twice. So I'm confused about that. I'll have to look into that. I don't know why that payment didn't go through. I didn't see it in my bank. Ooh, the lighting is getting really bad. Sorry guys, it's like super dark out today. It's raining and there's like assessors or surveyors or something walking around outside, so I have to film upstairs, but you're only really looking at the budget anyway, not in my face. So utilities, $183.20 this month. That was actually, we had to pay a $50 deposit for our water, which was annoying, but we did. And then we still had utilities to pay from previous months at our old place. I'm not gonna get into why, but basically we were paying for like 2 months that hadn't been paid. So with that, we spent about $183, which actually worked out because we didn't have to pay utilities for this place until September. So if we would have, that would have been a little crazy, but thankfully I like budgeted a lot of money for that. We spent $217.25 on train and parking. So that is our train, our commuter train into the city, plus the $2 parking that you have to pay every time you park, which I got 2 train tickets. Ben got 1 train ticket and we parked 12 times. So that is $217 worth of stuff, which is why I'm working from home in September because it's expensive. We went about $82 over in tolls and gas. That was again because we went to Wisconsin 3 times and those are all very long trips. So we got gas 5 times and our tolls renewed twice, and that the tolls are $20 a piece, so that's $40. So that's kind of what happened with that. It shouldn't be this high in September. We are going to Wisconsin once though, I believe, unless something like falls through. So I'm hoping the $150 is enough, but we'll see. And then we spent $11.53 in miscellaneous. Basically, that was just the rollover from my giveaway shipping. It was like really expensive to ship, which was annoying. $80 on Cora. That was food, and then a little bit to her sinking fund. 0 in moving, 0 birthday holidays. All that was 0. I did put $172 toward my travel for San Diego, which is not something that I will be able to pay for moving forward, which is annoying because that means it's just going to sit on my credit card and I'm gonna have to pay it, but I don't want to talk about it right now. That money went straight to my train ticket on my credit card. My blog savings was $50. I still have a little bit left to pay on that, literally like half of it, so, or more than half, so I'm gonna have to figure that out with September being really tight. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do with that, but we're hoping that it's only September that's tight, so that should be good. I did put $100 toward contacts and LASIK, and then we put $50 toward car maintenance. So with that, we should have about $60 of a rollover that will be going into our September budget. But that's kind of how August worked out for us. It ended up being pretty good for the most part. We didn't go like crazy over. We did go over in a couple of categories, but as you see, it ended up kind of like straightening back out, so it ended up being okay. So that's kind of where we're at with our August budget. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know down below. I always have my budget template for sale in the description underneath this video. If you're interested in purchasing it, it's like $5. It's a great beginner budget template that you can use in Google Sheets or in Excel. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video by leaving a little thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.